It was a calm morning, and I was sitting in the living room, listening to my own breath. Everything felt still, yet excitement was buzzing inside me, hinting at a big change. Flipping through the newspaper, I saw those vibrant charts tied to the 50 golden stocks. It was like a breeze of hope whispering, "This is your chance to turn everything around." I curled up on the couch, reciting the figures as if they were magic spells. Every time I saw names like Coca-Cola or IBM, I felt like I was standing at the summit of the world. I could still hear that analyst saying, "These stocks are unbeatable." For a moment, I wondered if I was taking too big a risk, but I quickly brushed aside any doubt. If everyone was buying, why should I hesitate? My hand rested on the edge of the newspaper, and a cigarette burned down without me even noticing. Visions of future wealth were just too tempting to ignore. I glanced at a family photo on the table. My wife and kids were smiling as if to say, "We're behind you." I thought to myself, I'm doing this for them. I began marking stock prices with a pen. Each upward line seemed to wink at me, urging, "Hurry, Jack, or you'll miss out." And I vowed not to be left behind. I leaned back and took a deep breath. Confidence surged through me because everyone claimed these blue-chip stocks were rock solid. I felt like I had already won the grand prize. I scanned the reports scattered around me, all promising endless growth. I pictured myself in a few years grinning from ear to ear, telling everyone I knew it all along. The old house felt secure in the morning light. I imagined that soon I could upgrade to something bigger and better. My imagination was already running wild. I read more financial reports touting guaranteed annual returns and a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. The word blue chip gleamed like gold, reinforcing my conviction to invest. I hesitated briefly, recalling a friend's advice about studying valuation before buying. But I shrugged it off, thinking, that's just a waste of time. I need to act now. Standing up, I walked to the kitchen. Sunlight poured in, making the space feel warm and full of promise. It was as though a new chapter of my life had begun. I sat at the breakfast table, opened my checkbook, and started calculating how much money I had and how much I could borrow. I felt a little anxious, but my excitement far outweighed any fear. Looking at the total sum I could invest, I mumbled, "If I don't go for it now, I never will. This might be my one shot." I felt my destiny shifting. I reopened the newspaper and stared at those soaring charts. Everything was on an upward trajectory, and I thought, could this really last forever? Why not? For a split second, a strange caution crept in. Something whispered, "Be careful, Jack," but I silenced it. I wasn't about to let fear ruin my dream. My eyes landed on an old copy of The Intelligent Investor Gathering Dust. Part of me wanted to read it, but I told myself there was no time for that. I had to seize the moment. I picked up another paper boasting, 50 golden stocks on the rise. Smiling, I said, exactly what I need to hear. It felt like the world was applauding my decision. The kitchen light flickered for a second, as if warning me that nothing lasts forever. But I only heard the siren call of easy money, refusing to reconsider. The radio was on, mentioning something about economic slowdown and looming trouble. I paid no attention, only interested in upbeat news that fueled my ambition. Finally, I closed my checkbook and stood up, saying to myself, let's do this. It doesn't get better than now. I left the house brimming with confidence, not knowing the storm of 1973 was about to shake everything I believed in. If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated. Hey everyone! Today I want to remind you of Jack's story, a story that teaches us some tough lessons about investing. Back in the day, Jack jumped on the bandwagon of those so-called 50 golden stocks, the blue chip shares that everyone claimed you should buy and hold forever. He believed that companies like McDonald's were invincible. In fact, in 1972, McDonald's reached a mind-blowing P/E ratio of 50, a sign that the stock was in a serious bubble. But then came the bear market of 1,974. Despite the strong business fundamentals of companies like McDonald's, the market turned against them. Jack's dream came crashing down when McDonald's stock, once trading at $75, plummeted to just $25. Some stocks even lost as much as 90% of their value. It was a harsh wake-up call. No matter how promising a company might seem, stocks can and do suffer drastic drops. So, here's the takeaway. First, before you throw all your savings into stocks, learn how to properly value them. Books like The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham might seem like a snooze at first, but trust me, they could save you from some serious heartache. And second, the idea of buy and hold forever is more of a fairy tale than a reliable strategy. If a stock gets too expensive or unexpected news comes along that shatters your initial assumptions, it's time to sell and wait for the bubble to burst. Jack's misfortune isn't just a cautionary tale. It's a reminder for all of us to stay smart, keep learning, and always be ready to adapt. Let his experience serve as a humorous yet powerful lesson. In the unpredictable world of investing, staying vigilant is your best defense against a market that can change in the blink of an eye.